Hello everybody, and Jessica and welcome back to Revue Starlight Episode 2. By the time you're watching it on YouTube, Episode 3 will already be up on Patreon, so go check it out. In the last episode, a lot happened. Usually a lot happens in first episodes because a lot of things have to be established. And one thing in particular that was established is that this is not a regular dancing school idol kind of show. There is some underground fight club that's directed, taken care of by a giraffe, where the girls are fighting for a lead role in a school play. And it sounds even more ridiculous when it's spoken out loud. But it is what it is, I guess. And I don't know where it's gonna go, honestly. Not quite yet. I mean, sure, Karen, our main girl, joined the Revue to save her friend. Her friend Hikari Kagura. She joined to save Hikari from attacks by Junna Hoshimi because they promised each other that they're gonna become stars together or something like that. And I'm guessing now Karen is gonna fight hand in hand with Hikari to defeat other members of her class so that her and Hikari can take lead roles in the school play. Pretty low far as stakes go, not gonna lie, but who knows? We already have a talking giraffe and a, I swear, non-Euclidean space underneath the school that's ever shifting. So who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen next? I don't think I would be surprised if aliens were to attack. I wouldn't be surprised if there were some time travel shenanigans. I wouldn't be surprised if they were all in purgatory and the fight is really a fight of access to heaven. Nothing would surprise me, I'll be honest with you. At this point, nothing. So I guess all that's left is to watch the episodes, right? Because I don't have much to say, so subs, sound, cables, and let's roll. Revue Starlight, episode 2, with subs by Ripple. It's gonna be starting in 3. I lied. Now, episode 2 of Revue Starlight by Ripple is gonna be starting in 3, 2, 1, go. I will seize my own star. Is this banana? And her room, okay, that's Hoshimi. Are we getting a background on Hoshimi? On why she decided to join the Revue? Or is it after the Revue happened? I fucking love this giraffe's voice actor. Now you're wondering what the fuck is going on. Okay, is the giraffe a QB, Cubey, or whatever the tiny creature from Madoka Magica was? Is there stakes after all? If she reveals the secret, she's gonna be sent into an eternal void or turned into a stage prop or something like that. How did you get inside? Okay, OP time. Karen's crown. We've seen this at the end of the last episode, didn't we? But I'm getting. Did we see it in the at the end of the previous episode, but in reverse? I have a feeling that we've seen it in reverse. Am I tripping here? I might be tripping. Think of her as a pet or a child. Okay, so the penalty is either something super dark and you get just killed or something, or the penalty is just some random bullshit that ultimately doesn't really matter. Well, that was dangerous. And here's the tomboy. And she slept through it all. I'm having a nice tall glass of vitamin C. Don't go after her, you're my wife. I mean, true, she would have won if not for Karen's intervention. She would have won. So she has the right to be upset. Absolutely. Ah, yeah, the eternal rivalry between two Ojo-samas. back at the elevator? Oh, she's hiding at the elevator. Does nobody question the existence of this elevator? The fucking giraffe. Back, Karen. There's no running away now. And she's training extra because she's resentful. And the two biggest rivals are, of course, the best when paired up. That's some hate fuck waiting to happen. And she's studying their movement. What's your problem? I mean, I know what her problem is. She's angry and resentful because Karen made her lose, but okay. I see Banana's character. Banana knows what's going on at all times, and she always intervenes to make things better. What? Yeah? Exhaustion because she was exerting herself so much, constantly training, staying up to study and whatnot. Yep. For a moment, I thought this might be the consequence of losing. You just get a heart attack and fall dead, but Thankfully not. You didn't notice her going? Okay, good. Time for a talk. Let's explain some things, please. Because she's not serious about it? Something along those lines, I'm assuming? There's the Tokyo Tower symbolism. You don't have enough glimmer. What do you mean by glimmer? Like attitude and general demeanor? Or glimmer as in some magical energy that flows through your heart or something? In the review, watch becoming a star being literal. If you win, you get turned into a piece of rock, heated up to millions of degrees, and just fucked off into space. Uh, don't pick up the phone, you're gonna get the powers to predict future, and you're gonna have trolley problems shown to you, and you're gonna have to make a choice. Uh, that's a reference to Tokyo 24-ku if you couldn't tell. Okay, so this whole sequence is our ending? No, it's not ending time yet. That's Karen's henshin sequence. So you get a phone call, you get forcibly henshined, teleported to the underground stage. And nobody questions it, nobody has any problem with it. They just go ahead and fight. Hmm. Stage of Destiny, transcend time. Okay, some of those scenes are really fucking weird. When did you learn how to use a rapier? It's a mirror. And when did you learn how to use a bow? While we're at it. Exploding confetti arrows. Okay, so essentially, you're eliminated only if you give up. If you lose and want to keep going, then you're good to go regardless. Another win for Karen. What for? Hmm. Okay, so you really aren't eliminated until you actually give up yourself? Is that it? Perseverance also matters? So there's been multiple uh, auditions going at the same time? This series confuses me. Let's go through it again. Maybe it will clear up some things. Maybe not. Who's there to tell? Okay. Ah, she has a dream. Junna has a dream, and she wants to be a star. And she doesn't like the fact that there are others who overshadow her. She wants to be the very best. She wants to surpass Claudine. She wants to surpass Maya. And she's doing everything in her power and more to achieve that. And she's resentful towards Karen because she lost to Karen. I understand it fully uh, because if not for Karen, she would have absolutely won against Hikari. No questions about it. I'm glad that they get a chance for a rematch. That's clearly cleared up some air between them, and that's great. Hikari apparently has keys to the room, and she's just moving in. How are they gonna solve it with only two beds there? I don't know. And yeah, you're not supposed to tell anyone. What's the deal? We don't know. And are we gonna learn it eventually? I don't know. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Both possibilities are equally probable. Yeah. Junna is constantly observing the two Ojo-samas. She's really seeing them as role models and she wants to be where they are and she wants to even surpass them. She's always standing with them, near them, looking at them. Hmm. We made a promise, and that's significant for some reason, and that's why Karen can get into the auditions for some reason, because they share the same fate. or something. I have no fucking clue what it's all about. And they are made for each other. But then they fight in the review, and it seems like Maya's mask slips off ever so slightly during that review that we see at the end. I might be reading too much into it, but that's that's the vibe I'm getting. Junna blows up. Yeah, because she's extremely serious about it, serious to a fault. Everybody else is having at least some degree of fun with it, but she's all taking notes and looking deeply at them and trying to surpass them and whatnot. Everybody's complimenting Claudine and Maya, saying how great they are together, and oh wow, did you notice that move? Oh yes, I did. It was, stuff like that. But Junna is looking at it only from the standpoint of wanting to surpass them. I like Banana. Whenever she gets to be in the auditions to the review, she's gonna be a dangerous opponent. I can already tell because she can read the room very well, she can read the people very well, and she can act on that in a very decisive and a very good manner. So she's gonna be a tough opponent. I can already see that. And Karen just got her own accident. She she didn't even want to be a part of this and the auditions. She didn't even know about those auditions, and yet, she took away the chance to be a star from Junna, being absolutely nobody, being there completely by mistake. She took away her chance, or at least it would seem so. It's as if there were the Olympics and people were racing, and a random dude just jumped into the stadium and won, run faster than everybody else. That's essentially the that's essentially the same thing here, and it can't feel great, especially after you're giving so much uh, to be the best, and yet just a rando that appeared on the scene by sheer accident defeated you. Yeah, talking about their promises. Nothing's getting explained. Everything here, like from the. Yeah, it's about the half point of the episode. From the half point of this episode on, is very metaphorical, metaphysical, very. It's really giving me Shaft vibes, like Monogatari series. Was Zetsubo Sensei Shaft? I don't think it was. I might be mistaken. But yeah, it's giving me vibes of like Monogatari, Zetsubo Sensei, where there is a lot of metaphorical imagery. There is almost no spatial continuity. There is no time continuity. Everything is assembled purely for effect. If the layout of some place can't make have sense for it to have impact, then the layout of that place won't make sense. If the timeline, if going in chronological order, would give us less impact than jumping around in chronology, then let's jump around. Everything for impact, everything for the artistry of the show. That's the vibes I'm getting. Banana just looking away, smiling and blushing. some vague words being exchanged, vague words being exchanged between them. I will seize my own star, almost like a death flag. Them training, her just leaving the light, turning the lights on to help her. My very own glimmer, I might be able to become a real star. Is it a metaphorical real star? Or is it gonna go in a super fucking dark direction of one girl has to be sacrificed to the sun god every year to keep the sun burning, and if you win the auditions, you literally become a star because you get thrown into the sun so that it can keep burning. Wouldn't surprise me at this point, honestly. Becoming stars together. They get a phone call, and it shall be bestowed upon you. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. No, it's not fully revealed. Audition day 2, and it shall be bestowed upon you. Something, something, something have longed for. I love this as a henshin scene. It's so extremely over the top, and I love the mechanical animation of it. There's the makeup. I still question what the. I still question why nobody questions it. She just gets henshined and grabs a rapier, and they just fight. And how did I get here? Who dressed me? Why did my hairpin turn into a crown? What the fuck is this weapon I have in my hand? How do you even use it? Nobody questions it because it's all done for the sake of artistry. They're talking almost, well, not absolute gibberish, but they're talking very, very haughty and mighty lines that no sane person would actually utter on their own volition. Twinkling star, a morning star, a falling star, and whatnot. I will seize my own star. Like, nobody talks like that, but it adds to the whatchamacallit. Uh, it adds, I guess, weight to the show. There is a specific word I was looking for, uh, but I'm not gonna remember it now, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Here we have a scene out of nowhere. If I become the top star, will I be able to become the lead of my destiny? And she's just laying in the embrace of the giraffe. And it makes absolutely no sense. And we are right back to the fight. But it was certainly an artistic choice. Scenery changes. I was held captive by my fears. This flag will never leave me again. Who could understand me struggling against the oncoming winds? My heart on fire. Only the star knows. This scene, I'm getting like chainsaw vibes, astronauts vibes from it. Chainsaw Man, astronaut, the line of astronauts. That's the vibe I'm getting from this scene. Incredibly unsettling. Age 8, Hoshimi Junna at age 8. She. Is it about conformity? I think it is about conformity. Everybody identical, sitting in neat rows. Her wearing glasses at age 8. Entirely conforming to the school environment, being the same like everybody else, not having a choice, probably being controlled by her parents. Now, when she got to the school she wanted to get to, she hopes that she can grasp her destiny in her own hands. She wants to become a star, she wants to take control of her own destiny instead of having to conform. She doesn't want to be the same as everybody else. She wants to be more. She wants to be better. But most of all, she wants to be different. That's the significance I'm getting here. But I've spent my time doing nothing but studying. But I finally found a sparkling dream. Yeah, I found a dream of becoming a star. But do you really have to go through all of it to chase your dream? Could it be the theme of this season or perhaps of this whole series? Sure, you can go through those auditions to become a star, but it doesn't actually like magically make you a star. It doesn't fulfill your wishes. The auditions themselves are what makes you wonder about your goals and makes you more set on them. The auditions themselves is what will eventually give Junna enough confidence to grab her destiny in her own hands. She doesn't need to win to be her own person. She can achieve it on her own, but she has to realize it. Is that what we're going for here? I have a feeling that that's what we might be going for here. She needs to get past her herself her comparing herself to others, the resentment for others who are perhaps better than her, and she needs to focus on herself, not on others but on herself. And once she does, she can actually become a star, not in the meaning of becoming a star in the review by winning the review, but becoming a star in like regular human sense of the word, becoming brighter, becoming more, I don't know, cheerful, becoming the center of attention, getting a role in a TV series or something, stuff like that, you know? I think that might be where we're going for here. I fought endlessly against my own shadow, only the star knows when the curtains rise, my future will surely be there to greet me. No. Your future won't just suddenly appear before you to grasp, for you to grasp it. Your future is what you create. You are the only person who can control your future. I cannot stay here. I must go even further. Yes. But not necessarily in the context of the review. I am buried beneath it, incapable of doing anything alone, cannot afford to lose. Really? I think she will eventually learn that what she sings about here is not true. And Karen will be the one who makes her realize that. Wondered why that girl wasn't chosen from the start. Fucking love this voice actor, by the way. But now I understand. They share the same fate. I have no clue what it's all about. Why is she laying there crying? I have no fucking clue. And let's be friends. My name is Junna. Hoshimi-san, call me Junna. Let's be friends. Jun Jun. And then there are those two. Interesting contrast. Mm, the fight of Junna and Karen was very grandiose. There was a lot of scenery, a lot of lights. There was golden confetti. There were props, there were mannequins, and at the end she stood there, stabbed her rapier in the ground, position 0, and there was a lot of color and whatnot. And contrast it with this. There's zero flair about it. No position 0. She just stands here and claims her place. Everything is in ruins. Everything's desaturated. There's rain. There's rain falling. Claudine lost, and she's angry about it. Junna lost and gained a friend. Claudine lost, and she gets a talking to by Maya. A dream is not something you have, but something you assert. There's only one star shining at the top. She's very serious about it, about being the first one, about being the best, and she will not let anything get in her way. Ruthless almost. This is Tendomaya, this is me. There's the pillar with red light that we've seen many a time. I don't know what the significance of it is, but I'm assuming there is some. Next time, top star. That was episode 2. It turns out that it's a fairly heavy show to parse. There is a lot of things here that are very metaphorical, metaphysical, done purely for the sake of the artistry of it. It definitely takes effort to parse it, and it definitely needs that discussion segment where we go through it again, because you can't just notice everything during the course of the series of the episode, and you certainly cannot talk about everything that you notice. It's going to be another of the show. It's gonna be another of the shows that require a lot of cognitive load, as I like to call it. There are shows that I can watch like 5 episodes of in a single sitting. Like I'm pretty sure that I would be able to record uh, Arifureta because we still have the special to watch. Arifureta, Skeleton Knight in Another World, maybe Virgin Road, and like Spy X Family in one day, and I would be no worse for the wear here. But here, after watching just 2 episodes of Revue Starlight, I admit I'm a little bit tired. Symphogear has the same effect on me. There is a lot to analyze here, there is a lot to process, there's a lot to parse. I still have no clue where it's going. Or rather, I have the general idea. Everybody is eventually gonna fight with Karen, and everybody is gonna get out better for it. Initially, there might be some resentment because of their loss to her, but they will be better people after losing to Karen. The way it was with Junna. Junna is more cheerful now. She wants to assert her own dream, maybe not necessarily through the means of Revue, but certainly she doesn't want to give up. And that's something she seems to have learned after losing against Karen for the second time. Perhaps, I think Maya might be the final boss, Maya or Banana, one of the two. And Maya will certainly be a changed person after she loses to Karen. At least that's the prediction I'm gonna make right now. Hmm. One thing for sure, it's very artsy show. As I mentioned many a time, it doesn't give a fuck about continuity. It doesn't give a fuck about spatial continuity. As long as something has the desired impact, the means to go there, the means to get there don't matter. If you need to create a scene of a classroom filled with hundreds of mannequins, so be it. Was it ever actually there? Is it just in Junna's mind? Is it a metaphor? Were they transported for a moment to that classroom? We don't know, but does it matter? No. The significance of that scene is what matters. That's what makes this show so interesting, but also so hard to parse and so heavy. Because maybe not nothing can be taken at face value, but certainly nothing during the review segments can be taken at face value. Everything seems to have some hidden meaning. Everything seems to be metaphorical to a degree. It's an interesting challenge to analyze. That's for sure. That much I can tell right now. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I don't think I have anything more to say on the topic, but maybe you have something more to say. If so, say it in the comments. What did you think of this episode? What did you think of my reaction? What did you think of the theories that I created and spun completely out of nowhere? Just, leave it spoiler free, please. This series isn't new. There's some OVAs, there's a movie, I think, there's like a second season or something, so please, I beg of you, no spoilers. I want to watch it completely blind. That's how you should enjoy media, in my honest opinion. No spoilers, please. If you want to talk spoilers with other fans of the show, join my Discord server right here. There's a Revue Starlight channel there where you can go and you can use spoiler tags to talk with the fellow fans. If you want to talk about something spoilery, if you don't want to talk about something spoilery, don't use spoiler tags. Just talk in the open and I will be able to read it and I will be able to talk with you because I don't click any spoilers at all. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, but tell me why so I can improve. Subscribe to the channel to be notified of future releases, not only Revue Starlight, but also Tate no Yusha Season 2, Spy X Family, Symphogear G, Shokei Shoujo Virgin Road, and Skeleton Knight in Another World. 6 fucking shows this season. That's a lot. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. And share this video. Share this video with other people because the more you share this video, the more people watch it and the more YouTube itself recommends it and brings some organic traffic to my videos. And if you really like what I'm doing, you can support me monetarily. Link to my Patreon is in the description and my Patreon name is also here. Here. Right here. So you can support me for just $1. You get access to a special role on my Discord server. It gives access to a Patreon-only channel and to an orange name. For $5 you get to vote in seasonal polls. Revue Starlight comes from one such poll, and for $10 you get early access to non-seasonal shows, which is Symphogear G and Revue Starlight. So if you want to watch episode 3 right now, pay me. Yeah, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, do all the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Cheers! And here's yet another benefit of being a Patreon. You get to be in the credits of my videos.